Hey everybody, welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV for the last 3 quests in Shadowbringers. So we had to wait a little bit between the quests because they like to put it out closer to the expansion. Although now the expansion has been confirmed to be in November, I'm not sure why they waited at all. We're still like what, 6 months out? It's quite a way. Quite a way. Anyway, let's do it. The company we keep. Tell me, Alize, what kind of company do we keep? Nope, so close to being voiced. Strife, you look well. I take that you've managed to squeeze in some rest. If you care, if you care, really. If you come hoping for tidings from Keali, I'm afraid we're still waiting. But we do have some odd scraps of news to share. Scraps, she says. Lunar primals have been popping up all over the place, but the Alliance has the situation well in hand, thanks in no small part to Horibolda and the others. Meanwhile, talks with the Beast Tribes are going even better than expected. Encouraged by Uldar's progress with the Almaji, Gridani has opened negotiations with the Ixial, believe it or not. Wow. That's good news. Well, of which is obviously very encouraging, but the telepathoi still out there is not as we can afford to lower our guard. All just chilling out, just hanging out, maxing, relaxing, all cool. Think of it. Look at this screenshot right here. All those people. Don't change camera, I'm talking. Son of a bitch. We'll come back to it. Begging your pardon, I've come bearing an invitation from the Alliance. A council meeting is due to be held in El Amigo, and your attendance is humbly requested. We were just talking about the Alliance. May I ask what's on the agenda? I believe its intention is to share news of the recent developments and discuss which measures might be taken to combat the telepathoi. In concert with our new allies, the Beast Tribes, we have also been invited. It is hoped that they will join us in the fight against our common foe. The Alliance is bringing all of the Beast Tribes into the fold as well, in a single stroke. An ambitious plan, given the decay of our nation's negotiations, but it may have an expedient one considering the threat we face. Indeed, my lady. And for their part, I am told the Beast Tribes have agreed to attend if the Scions too are present. All of Eorzea will be respirated. Wow. Yep, let's go, Alphino. Let's go, my boy. To arrange such a meeting must have been quite an undertaking, not only diplomatically, but practically. Pray inform the Alliance that we would be honored to participate. We shall make for Amigo without delay. Alright, let's look at this before I click this off and it fucking blacks out again. Look at this shot right here. Before the end of next expansion, I'm calling it 2 dead. 2 dead. I don't know which ones. I've not made up my mind, but that's my guess. 2 of them will be dead by the end of the next expansion. Because we know already we're not taking all of them into the next, into the expansion past 6. So it's a good opportunity to kill some off. 2 of them. That's my bet. Probably not Tataru. I want to keep Tataru. I'd like to keep Graha and Alize and Alphino as well. Sorry you 4, but you know. Then I will bear your answer with all haste. We look forward to receiving you at the Royal Palace. I look forward to being there. Tell Lise to get a voice actor going, because I don't want to read it. Oh, now that we've accepted the invitation, who exactly is going to attend? I move that you, Y'shtola, lead our configurant congruent. I can't pronounce that. Given how long you have worked to end the summoning, it is only right that you present for what promises. You are present for what promises to be a historic moment. You're right. All the beast tribes, we're all going. I think we've all played our part in this little endeavor, don't you, Strife? Yes, I do. All present may rightly claim a seat, I do quite agree. But by your leave, I believe I shall remain here and lead what assistance I can, coordination of our defense efforts. I'm hoping it's you, Orion J. I'm sorry. But if I had to pick, that's all I'm saying. I'm not coming either. Emmerich will be there, and I'd rather not be interrogated. Emmerich's my old boyfriend would be there, and I simply can't go. It'd be too awkward. You understand? Very well then. While those with a mind to hold the fort get on with it, on with holding it, I suggest the rest of us make Falamigo, shall we? Hell yeah, Fankred, let's break. Oh, we're all going. All right. Just the tall elves are staying behind. All right. See you, Tatu. Bye. See you later. I gotta go to Alamigo. We got a war. We got a big old war to deal with. It's a big old war. Let's teleport. No. Alamigo's over here. Man, will Alamigo ever be a city? Probably not. I think the Alamigan Quarter is as best as we're getting. It's never going to go beyond this point, I think. Which this Alamigan Quarter, I think, would make a better station for Rauga's Reach than Rauga's Reach. I hope they don't add a new one. I hope when we add a new environment, we don't get the like another little area, right? Like Yulmore and Rauga's Reach. Rauga's Reach was at least cool looking, but it's kind of pointless, you know? It's kind of dumb. And same with Yulmore, except that I don't think Yulmore looks very good. I don't like how Yulmore looks, sadly. It's just not my style. Oh, there's still quite a few people there. Excuse me. Excuse me. We've been expecting you. We have a few guests yet to arrive, and the Alliance leaders are all present. Shall I show you in? Please. Please show me out of this fucking pit of people. Oh, look, the beasts, they're all here. Well, 3 of them are here. The Ixil didn't quite make it. Why are we all sitting and they don't have chairs? This is like crazy awkward. Here they come. Oh, it's the old grandma. Hey, the cockroach people, the Shahagan and the Ixil, and who was the one at the back? We cut away from him. Ah, it was the Vanu. Makes sense.
Esteemed guests,
We're just gonna let them stand.
honor us with your presence. As there is much to discuss, let us begin.
I'm gonna get them chairs.
Information on our taken brethren you have, yes? Hear it we would!
I can't believe we didn't get chairs for them.
Ah! Beyond forgiveness these featherless ones are! With rivers of blood shall they pay! Freed our people must be!
We too would see your kin liberated. But ere we attempt their rescue, we must first find a means to negate the risk of tempering. Without that, we will be unable even to approach the towers, let alone contend with their defenders.
If all else fails, I've always found cannonballs quite effective.
And what of the prisoners? Would you see them slaughtered? Think for a moment. Ponder, consider, think. If Merwib truly intended...
I forgot how he sounded.
Remember, we came here to find a solution together, did we not?
He's great. I love him.
Y'Stola spoke of defenders. I but offered a means to clear a path, should you require it.
Given the enemy's capabilities, we will all need to play our part if we are to have any chance of success. For if any here should give less than their best, it will be to the cost of every living being on this star.
A paragon.
Is that a hat or is that his head?
Our very gods. How can we hope to prevail against such odds?
Is that rude to ask?
That our foe is formidable, none would deny. But our strengths are many and varied. In this chamber, I see masters of strategy, masters of magic, masters of the land, the air, and the sea. And together, there is nothing in creation we cannot overcome.
Yeah. You alright there? Looked at his face.
What is it, Soul Walker? Do not express your passion thus. A little city without gills, perhaps? Suffice it to say, I am proud to be counted amongst Eorzea's finest.
Jesus.
We kobolds have not forgotten the crimes the Overdwellers committed against us in the past. But today we look to the future, as allies united in purpose.
Make mock of the Ixal the Paragon does! Turns
I like his
king
mask.
into pits brother against brother. Free them from his grasp, we shall.
As Patriarch Zadar will attest, the Scions have granted us a means to free your brethren from their thraldom. This boon we will gladly share, that your people might never be enslaved again.
We accept! We accept!
Praise me!
It feels rude that we're all
Taken a
sitting.
while, but I do believe we might be one step closer to a world without primals. Would that Minfilia were here to see it.
We still have a long way to go, and we're going to need a lot more Porksies. But we're moving in the right direction.
If I may have your attention, there is one other point I would like to raise. As we can all agree, freeing those held captive must take precedence over every other concern. But experience has taught us that none save those with the capacity to resist tempering can hope to enter the towers unscathed. Needless to say, if we are to succeed, engaging with
Am I gonna have to take out every single tower?
considered a last resort.
Like, is
So I move
is the expansion gonna be just every dungeon in it is a new tower?
Yes! Both prayer and ether are needed for the ritual. Should either one be denied, the summoning would fail.
Indeed. And so we must endeavor to discover the source of the ether on which the process depends.
A promising proposal. While you are conducting your investigations, however, we will need to remain vigilant, lest the Telophoroi commit further abductions and summon primals ere we have the means to prevent them. To stand a better chance of keeping our enemy at bay, we would do well to coordinate our defensive efforts, sending reinforcements to assist our neighbors when needed.
We Amalja would have been overwhelmed were it not for our newfound allies. But say the word, and we shall come.
I see we are all in accord.
Miss the cockroach guys, they were cool.
But what are we to call this proud fellowship of ours? I submit that the honor of naming it should go to the scion whose brave efforts have done so much to unite Eorzea. What say you, my friend?
Sure, yeah, Alphinaud can name it. Oh, you mean me? I would call it, one moment please. The Grand Company of Eorzea is fine, I guess, right? We could call it anything. We could be like a Powerhouse 5000. That's a band. We can't call it that. It's something similar. I'm sure it would be fine. We can call it Grand Company of Eorzea. I want to say this. I want to see what happens.
Might I suggest the Grand Company of Eorzea? I remember a certain someone pondering it once upon a time, and it seems as fitting a name as any.
I say, what the fuck?
A fine choice, for there is none here who does not love Eorzea.
Aye, in that we shall ever be united.
United in our gratitude for the realm that gave us life.
Then let it be recorded that on this day, the Grand Company
He and Elise just not got any lines. Poor Hien and Elise. Oh, she's covered by a flower pot. Oh, don't cry, Alphinaud. We ain't got time for this, buddy. Hold it in.
How long have we dreamed of this moment? And now that it's here, oh, forgive me. Might we speak outside?
Yeah, sure. Wish I'd just said it was the Grand Company now. Oh, there's so many people. I can't click. There we go. Well, now we're out of earshot of the other delegates. I hope you will forgive me if I speak my mind. Let me begin by saying I have dreamed of this day since I first set upon these shores. It was a heartened as anyone to see the peoples of Eorzea pledge their sovereignty. Yet, even as they uttered their declarations, I can think about what was the conflict to come, of the sacrifices that would be made and the lives lost, inevitabilities that I will struggle to accept. At least now there is hope in the formation of the Grand Company of Eorzea. This is the first step, the first of many. Many and more. Ah, fuck. Elderseer, how might we be of service? I seek Master Alphinaud's assistance in a matter involving Gridania's neighbors, the Sylphs. I know that you and yours have long kept a weather eye upon the crystal trade. The better to predict the coming of primals, and so you will be familiar with the Sylphs' Ash Crown Consortium. Through their dealings, they have cultivated relations not only with the city-states, but many other communities besides. Okay, which kind of communities? Communities such as beast tribes? Just so, it is our hope that we may make use of the Sylph's established lines of communication to coordinate the efforts of our new fellowship. Yet there remains a certain practical difference between the Trade Consortium and the Grand Company. If the Sylphs are to perform their tasks efficiently, they will require the counsel of one versed in operational aspects of the armored force. Armed force fortified with the self-same goal in mind, no less. The Crystal Braves, yes. Forgive me, Master Alphinaud. I know that it was a painful chapter in your life, but the experience may be made to serve the realm. In my hubris, I followed the course of the Crystal Braves, which stretched far beyond the Order's Intel Corporation. One intended to pave the way for the founding of what I intended to call the Grand Company of Eorzea. Yeah, I mean, that ended with, with the Sultana being poisoned, with us being run out of the just Ordar in general, and I'd make us go to Ishgard, right? Like, that was a real stinker. That was a real bummer. Oh wait, no, I'm getting confused, am I? Fuck, I really need to play through it all again. I think that is correct, but I'm like mislaying bits of the story in different locations. Built upon the frail foundation of lofty ideals, the Order was doomed from the first to collapse under the weight of more worldly interests, and I have no wish to see this new endeavor suffer the same fate. Perhaps I ask too much of you. Not at all. You may count upon my assistance for what little it is worth. By your leave, I shall prepare a report, including a list of recommendations drawing on the lessons I've learned from my failures of the Crystal Braves. You have my gratitude, Master Alphinaud, and my trust. When your report is ready, please share it directly with the Sylphs. With your guidance and earnest efforts of every goodly soul gathered here today, I have no doubt that our fellowship shall emerge from the shadow of the Telephaloi and flourish until next we meet, my friends. Yeah, so he did the Crystal Braves. That fucked up. Ruban got his arm cut off. Sultana was poisoned. We were run out of thingy. We were run out of Uldar, and we had to go to Ishgard. Then, after we did the Dragonsong War, we then, going into Stormbloods when we went back to the Sylph area, isn't it? And because it was the Castrum, wasn't it? Where spoiler Lala dies, and then Lyse's was not fuck. What was Lyse's name before it was Lyse? Oh my god. I desperately need to play it again, clearly. Yida. It was Yida. Fucking Jesus. I'm so bad, aren't I? Okay, let's carry on before I embarrass myself any further. Before committing to anything to writing, there's a number of people whose thought I'd like to hear. Former Braves, you understand? Might you join me in seeking them out? Sure. I can't think of an excuse not to, so yes. Thank you. As someone who witnessed Order's rise and fall, yours would be a reassuring presence. I'll join you if you're planning to canvass the opinions of your former comrades. It will be a lot quicker if I share the task of questioning them. And perhaps Graha can lend a hand as well. I shall accompany Thancred back to the Rising Stones. Between us, I dare say we should be able to provide an accurate enough account of the day's events. We should be glad of your company, Graha. I shall explain the details on the way. You know, the fact that it keeps leaving us with this group is worrying to me. Because I said 2 dead, right? Keep that in mind. I did say 2 dead. Oh, Alize, where are you, girl? There you are. So what's the plan, brother of mine? Before discussing the task at hand, I should properly admit that the report I promised is largely written. Not long after the fateful day in Eldar, I planted a detailed account of the organization's history, from the events that led into the incapacitation of the failings that brought about its demise. This I did primarily as a means of taking some semblance of responsibility. Sorry. Never did I imagine that I might later be refunded to those seeking to form a similar organization. As while I made every attempt to object, the account was mine alone. In events viewed from my singular perspective, fucking Jesus, Alphino, I am fucking up terribly. I'm sorry. For it to be of use, however, it must be bombarded. That's what I said. I said bombarded. It's not even got an M. I don't. Bore-ended? I don't know what that is. To encompass the viewpoints of all involved. Only then can it answer what seems to be a critical question, namely, why, after the Crystal Braves disbanded, did some of the members choose to remain with us, while others did not? I see. You think the answer will tell us something about the nature of the ties that bind our new grand company together? That and the knowledge might help us to prevent it from falling apart when those bonds are inevitably tested. That is my hope, yes, but the question I would ask is uncomfortable to some. As former commander of the Crystal Braves, I doubt that those who abandon the cause would welcome my inquiries. Then Graha and I will have to try. Meanwhile, you two can talk to the ones who kept the faith. Fine suggestion. Have care, however. Certain of the former comrades are of questionable character, so keep your wits about you, and let us reconvene in Gridania later on. Alright, let's go, Alphino. You have no obligations in mind to begin by speaking with Raoul and Alain. In memory serves, the two of them will be attending an intelligence briefing in Castrum Arens. Let's seek them out there. Okay. Let us do that. Okay. Right. Jeez, there we go. I'm out of that noise. Right. What I was saying beforehand, right? I was, hold on. Where the hell is Castrum Arens? Like, am I stupid? Oh, okay, it's just here. This is fine. This is fine. Yes, so, as what I was talking about beforehand, I was saying 2 dead, right, was my prediction. It keeps teaming us up with Alize, Alphino, and Graha. Now that can either mean 2 things. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like that only means 2 things in this case. For my prediction to be right, 2 people. This small group of people is either the group of people we will be continuing to adventure on forth past 6.0 with. Alphino, Alize, and Graha. It makes sense, right? They're 3 good characters, they stay with us for a long time. It makes sense that they are other party members. However, this could also mean that they're planning on killing them, because it's a very TV/gamey thing to do, to force you to communicate with these characters and be with these characters before they kill them off. Okay? So, I don't know, but I'm just hoping. I'm hoping it's not them. What's up, Raoul? You're not going to be voiced either, are you? That's fine. Ah, well, look who it is. What brings you two here? Wouldn't have anything to do with the big meeting, would it? In a manner of speaking, I have been assigned a task to see for which I require assistance from a former member of the Crystal Braves. So you want to know why we decided to stick with the Scions, eh? Ain't that easy of a thing to put into words, that. As I once explained to Strife, I spent a long time agonizing over my failure to alert you to the traitors in our midst. For my negligence, I was captured along with many others, and we were powerless to prevent the tragedies that ensued. Not a day goes by that I do not think back to those fateful events. By joining the Scions, I hope to redeem myself, and will continue to serve the cause as long as I am able. But that wasn't my only reason. When we were finally reunited at the Rising Stones, you refused to blame anyone but yourself for the fall of the Crystal Braves. And in spite of everything that happened, everything you had suffered, you took us back without a moment's hesitation. You would not have blamed you had you turned us away, but when you gave us your trust instead, what else could we do but try to repay it? Nothing, that's what. As for my own tale, well, I've always felt the Scions have something in common with me old crew. The duty is the strong as protect the weak. And that is our creed. And I still strive to live by that to this day. But time's gone on. I've learnt the strength comes with many shapes and sizes. From Hoary Boulder to Mr. Statue. We've all got something to offer. And not one of us is doing it for personal gain. Because we believe that there is more important things than that. Things worth protecting, which is what being a Scion is all about. I'm at a loss for words. Thank you, my friends. To hear this from you means more than you know. Forgive me, could you... could I what? Oh. Why do you think it ended in failure? What was the cause? Its founding ideals were something to be proud of, but the ideals alone don't make a crew. For every swab who signed up with good intentions, there was another who was in it for the coin and glory or both. Ours was quite a desperate band, and while we never forgive Ilbert in the fact that we managed to function at all was thanks to large part in his efforts. Just a pity he was doing it for all the wrong reasons, eh? Only takes one bad apple, they say, and the Braves had a barrel full of them. Not like the Scions. We might look like a ragtag of band of misfits, but deep down we've all got the same sense of purpose. Of course, Tataru shifted out all the glory. Hunter's foe, they made it through the door. I see. So while our ranks constitutes a diverse range of people, each with their own individual strengths, we are united in purpose. Thank you, my friends. With your permission, I will make a record of our discussion, rather than and refer to it when drafting my recommendations. Until we meet again. Yeah, The company we keep. Completed. That is 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. I can't believe it. The next quest is on official business. I imagine we're gonna go around and talk about a whole bunch of people, about a whole bunch of crap, and then we're gonna go to Gridania, and then we'll start the third mission, which I'm sure will take fucking 2 hours long. It might be a two-parter. That's all I'm saying, is that it might actually be a two-parter, that quest. However, we are done here for now. Tomorrow on official business. Then the last episode of Pokemon Snap will be out for your enjoyment, and then the last quest of Shadowbringers. It's going to be an emotional time, that much I can guarantee. And then we will be going into the new expansion Endwalker in November. I don't know how I'm recording that yet. I've not made up my mind. So we're just going to play it by ear for now, but I'll do my best. I'm going to go and do some Boja now, and I'm going to come back to this when there's less people. So, oh look, if we pick out that person in the crowd right there, you see him? Can we click him? Is this because we're clicking on him? No. There he is! Sultanus. That's not important, he's just on my raid team. I wanted to point him out. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.